Hey y'all, welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, my name's Christina, and in today's video I figured we would do a laundry Q&A. Just some questions to get to know me a little better. We have plenty of laundry here and quite a few questions to get through, so let's just get right on into it. The first question is, how tall am I? I am 5'4". What is my zodiac sign? I am a Scorpio. I was born in November. That was another one of the questions, is when is my birthday? I was born on November 6th. What is my favorite quote? I would say my favorite quote would have to be something that I read on one of my clients' wall, and it said, when you start to when you focus on the good starts getting better, or the good gets better, or something like that. And I just love that, because I'm not a very positive person, I guess you could say, as is. So that's just my reminder to focus on the good things in life. So I try to remember that and try to live by that the best I can. The next question is, what is the reasoning behind my YouTube name? My YouTube name here is Thejarrelljunction. My last name is actually Jarrell, so I just figured that was cute to add my last name in there. And junction means where two or more things are joined, and I just thought that was adorable. So yeah, that's my name. How old am I? I am 26. I'll be 27 in November. Not looking forward to that. That's even closer to 30 and makes me super uncomfortable. Do I have children? Yes, I do have children. I have a 9-year-old son. His name is Raylan. And then I have 2 stepchildren. I have a 8-year-old daughter. Her name is Emily. And then a 5-year-old son as well. And his name is Aiden. What is my relationship status, and for how long? I am married, and I have been married for coming up on 2.5 years. What's my favorite hobby? I don't know if I have a hobby. I definitely enjoy anything to do with art and creativity. So I guess that's a hobby. What is my favorite TV show right now? I would have to say, well, you know what? My sister actually got me hooked on this show called Imposters, or The Imposters, or something like that, on Netflix. And it is the best thing I have watched in a very, very long time. I'm glued to the TV every single time I turn it on, which is kind of why I'm not trying to watch it right now, because then I won't be able to pay attention. But it is amazing. I highly recommend it. Let's see. When is my birthday? I answered that one, November 6th. What is my favorite food? It used to be pizza. Kind of in the same family there. I think it's still the Italian food. Pasta definitely is one of my definite favorites. Other than pasta, I really enjoy Mexican or wings. Yeah. How did I meet my significant other? My husband I met through my sister. I'm not really sure how she met him. I believe her husband worked with my husband. No, her husband's brother worked with my husband. And she just kind of heard of him, through her husband, and decided that she had to tell me about my husband. She had to have me meet him, she said. And what do you know? We got married exactly a month after we met, and we've been married now for 2.5 years. So yeah, that's how we met. Let's see. What helps you relax? I know I need to relax some more. I do know that. I definitely struggle with anxiety and kind of being on edge, so I know I need to relax more than I do. But when I do, I would say it would be obviously a nice bath. I mean, who doesn't love a bath? That's always been one of my favorites. I'd say the other one would probably be journaling. I've definitely tried to get better at journaling, and I would say that I have this past year. I think I've gotten much better at journaling. I try to journal every single day, and I would say, if I'm in a stressful situation or if I've had a hard day, journaling definitely helps me. On those days when, perhaps you don't want to talk about what you're going through or you don't want to talk at all. The journaling, just really helps. Really helps with my mental health. My mind, for sure, definitely helps. So yeah, I would say journaling and a nice, long, great bath. Where is somewhere you would like to visit? I'm assuming that means vacation. I would say I've always been super fascinated with Hawaii and, the water over there and, just hearing about their way of living and the simplicity there. And I would love to visit Hawaii. I think that, that would just be the perfect getaway to clear your mind and just enjoy the things around you for sure. Yeah. What are your thoughts on mental health? That is a deep one. Well, for starters, I struggle with mental health myself. I struggle with, depression and anxiety and, I would definitely say childhood trauma. So I definitely think that it can be just as important, if not more important, than your physical health. I definitely think it's important to take care of your mental health, take care of yourself, not letting that, I guess you could say, stigma around mental health and, people struggling. I don't think that you should let that bother you or let that be a determining factor on whether or not you get help or take care of yourself or just take it serious, I guess you could say. I think that it is very, very serious. And, if you're struggling, I think it's very important to speak up and let someone know. And if you don't have anyone, I am definitely here. And I would love to be a friend and would love to, stand by you. And I would love to listen. If there's anything you're struggling with, I would love to, have a conversation with you. If that, if you're comfortable with doing that, I don't want you to feel like you don't have anyone, so you have me. But overall, yes, I think mental health is very, very important. What are your parents' names? My biological father and my biological mother, their names are Charlie and Tammy. My biological father has, sadly passed away when I was younger. But my mother is still living, and like I said, her name is Tammy. And, it says my parents, so I guess I will also include that, at a young age I was adopted, so I also consider my parents now to be my parents. So my grandmother, my maternal grandmother, actually adopted me and my brother and my sister. And so her and her husband, that's my mom and dad. So their names are Don and Kay. So, yeah. What is your favorite Starbucks drink? Anything? I definitely drink too much Starbucks, for sure. My husband, my sister, my family, anyone and everyone tell me that. But I cannot help it. I love it. But if I had to choose one thing, if I had to choose something from there, and I could only bring home one, I would have to say, on a hot day, it would have to be an iced caramel macchiato with extra espresso. And if it's cold outside, maybe still an iced coffee, but maybe I really enjoyed the toasted white mocha, the holiday drink, the limited seasonal drink or whatever. I loved that. So yeah, probably the toasted white mocha would be my next if it was hot outside. So yeah. What has quarantine been like for you? Or I guess like virus? What is the time that we've all been dealing with the virus, I'm assuming? That's what that means. Hard. Very hard. My children, they've been at home they go 2 days in-person learning, and then the other 3, they are at home. And that has been a struggle. I am by no means a teacher, and half the time I don't even know what I'm doing. And my 3rd graders seem to know more than I do. And it's been very hard with their schoolwork, very hard with being home and just feeling like, kind of like there's just germs floating around you anywhere and everywhere you go. I cannot stand that, and so that kind of amplifies my anxiety and my worrying and doesn't help the situation. So, yeah. That's been very hard. And then, obviously seeing people hurt and seeing people sick and seeing people, die, and that's very sad. Luckily, no one in my family has, anything's happened to any of us, so I'm very grateful for that. But, it still hurts my heart for all the other families that are hurting. So, I think I can speak for lots of people that we are just ready for this to be over. Yeah, for sure. I definitely am. So yeah, it was, I would say it's just been hard. It's been very hard, and just ready for it to be over with. So, yeah. We have 2 more questions. The next one would be Team iPhone or Android? Definitely iPhone. I don't know why. Just love them. Just love them. Team iPhone. And then the last question is definitely one of my favorites. So, the question is, do you believe in God? Yes. Yes, I do. Of course I do. I couldn't imagine answering no to that, I definitely believe in God. I know that God has and will continue to get me through anything and everything in life. And so, and he's done a ton for me. He's brought me out of some really deep, dark places and has, blessed me beyond measure. And I mean, he died for you. So yes, I believe in God. I believe in God for sure. I feel bad for those that don't, but that's my take on it. Yes, I do. So yeah, that's our last question. If you like this video, let me know down in the comments. Give me a thumbs up. That really helps me out. And subscribe down below if you'd like to follow along on my journey.